So, welcome to episode 4 of Life is Strange. It's been a hella emotional journey so far, and I understand that episode 4 is it's gonna tug on the old heartstrings. We'll see. I'm curious. There's always a bit of sort of pull and push going on there when you look at video games that are hyped up as being like really emotionally involving. And what's affecting to one person, what makes somebody feel happy or sad or angry or whatever, doesn't make those feelings emerge in somebody else, right? Because we all have different susceptibility to different kinds of media manipulation. Now, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean the game experience is designed, at least in some part, to manipulate the feelings that we're having. It's to create an emotional response in us. Even games that are purely mechanically driven, like, you know, look at a game like Dark Souls. It's designed to evoke an emotional response. In that case, frustration, and then joy at overcoming that frustration. Think about while we're playing the game, not just the story of the game. Don't just focus on what did Max say or what did Max do and how did the other characters respond. Don't think just about the setting that the game is in, but think about the subtle clues that the game uses to manipulate the way that we feel while we're playing or watching it. I mean, the big obvious one for this game particularly is music, right? The music is very strongly evocative of a certain kind of feeling, a certain space that the game wants us to live in while we're playing it. Think about the way that the game's quieter stuff affects us as well. Think about absence. Think about the things that aren't present in the game and how those change our experience of it as well. And I mean that not in the like general sense, but think about the choices that the people who make this game made when they were creating it. Think about the choices, what they made explicit and what they left implicit. You know, we talked a lot about this in episode 3, about the sort of queer romance that may or may not be present in the game, and the sort of freedom the developers had in using the sort of blank slate of teenagers as a way to let us make our own decisions about that. So think about how that comes out in the game as well. As usual, before I get started, I haven't played this episode. I do not know what kind of content there is. I've been studiously avoiding spoilers. So, in our previous experience with the game, there have been issues with like content about sexual assault, content about self-harm, drug use. If any of these things are things that cause you to feel stressed out or cause you to feel like this isn't a safe space for you to be in, I value your safety more than I value your ad revenue. So if you feel comfortable toughing it out, we're here. You can talk about this stuff. But if you don't, that's okay. No one's gonna think any less of you if you decide not to stick around for a little bit. Stay safe, okay? We're in this together.
Previously on Life is Strange.
Whoa. You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
Let's talk about your superpower.
What are you doing here, Max? Stop! Don't come near me!
Not now. It won't work.
I know this isn't pleasant for any of us. Miss Caulfield, please, Tell us everything.
Hey, it's Thelma and Louise.
That's Rachel's bracelet. Why the fuck are you wearing her bracelet?
Calm yourself, all right? It was a gift.
Max, we have to find Rachel soon.
Like you said, it's time to start the search for clues. Welcome to my domain. Let's find what we want and beat it.
Max, you better come check out these files.
Rachel in the dark room.
Oh, yeah,
Over
the
and over.
episode's called The Dark Room.
That's it. Listen, I found pictures of Rachel and Frank being more than a friend.
I can't believe she was banging Frank. Rachel straight up lied to my face. Why didn't she say anything?
So who do you most want to blame?
My fucking dad, of course. Hello?
No, you don't.
Do you know what it's like to wait for your father to come home when you're a kid? Ever since he died, my life has been dipped in shit.
Chloe, I am awesome. We are awesome.
So I can use-
Hello? Are you even listening, Maxine?
This is totally fucked up. What else have I changed?
Yeah.
Max Caulfield. Hold on. Chloe, you have a visitor.
All right. So we in the last episode we found out that we've changed reality because we went back in time and made it so that Chloe's dad didn't die, but instead, well, the game will fill us in. So something I like about this game is when it takes control away from you, and creates this sense like I can't skip this, I can't move around in it. You know, we talk about in game design a lot the fluidity of the controls, the way that the controls affect the game, but I think that the lack of control in some spaces can really impact a game as well. You see this most often when a character is like stunned. You know, you're passing through a space more slowly. The game forces you to take a different tack on the content that's around you. That is a lot of dead whales. That's I wonder, is there a genre for like slightly paranormal or overtly paranormal fiction in the Pacific Northwest, like Pacific North weird? Because there's a lot of it, I feel.
It's weird hanging out with you again.
I know. I'm glad we are, though.
It was nice that you sent me actual letters. It's more than any of my other friends have done. And you even wrote on that cool parchment paper. That's so Max.
So pretentious. But I love writing on it like an English poet. You deserve the best stationery.
Probably easier to write than to visit me. I don't mean that in a bitchy way. Not totally. You probably wanted to avoid awkward conversations like this.
Pretty much, yeah.
Look, the worst thing you can do is treat me like a baby. I still want to laugh and talk shit with my best friend. Can we stop? This is seriously the best view of the sunset. What do photographers call that?
The golden hour.
See? Without you here, I'd have no clue. Bet you could take some amazing shots. Those beached whales are so sad. I kind of know how they feel. At least, I'm alive here with you.
You're a real survivor, Chloe. I know you have to deal with so much.
I don't want anybody else feeling sorry for me. I can do that. Along with my parents. My dad still feels guilty about buying me that car.
So we've basically rewound to functionally the beginning of the game. This is sort of the replacement for Chloe picking us up in the truck.
Are you okay to talk about the accident?
But it
never
looks like
actually
they've
have,
been
huh?
friends. Like they've been talking. There's
There's not much to
letters
say.
and stuff. We didn't avoid
Some
each other.
prick in an SUV cut me off and I flew into a ditch.
Do you remember everything?
I saw everything in bullet time. I felt my back snap and that was the last thing I ever felt in my body. When I woke up in the hospital, I literally couldn't move a muscle.
Jesus. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm just happy I did get to see you again. I could have ended up vanishing out of the blue like that girl from Blackwell.
That girl from Blackwell, so she doesn't know Rachel.
You mean Rachel Amber? When was the last time you talked to her?
Never. I just read about her in the news. I didn't even know her name. You did?
This is such a different world than when we were kids, isn't it?
After that snow and eclipse, it's more like the end of the world.
It might be, but I'd like to think we can still change things for the better.
I'd like to think that too.
I'd like to think we can still
but
change
I don't have
things.
much hope these days.
I know things seem out of control, but as long as we're together, I don't feel afraid.
Hanging out with you makes me feel like a total kid again. You don't even know.
Listen, Chloe, I'm sorry I haven't been out to see you more. That was wrong.
I like that the game
You're my best friend.
skipped over Max freaking
Max, thanks for coming out to see me. You're doing awesome.
I don't think so.
My nose is getting cold. Maybe we should get back to my place?
It is hella cold out here.
out.
Hella? I hate that word, no offense.
Whoa.
None taken.
The look on Max's face there, like she's trying to like feel out the space that Chloe is in and how different she is. And that's the game indicating the same to us, right? It's the game saying, hey, Chloe's not just physically different, her personality is really different now. In our new perspective on Arcadia Bay, the alternate bay.
It's a pretty high-tech lair.
Feels like a high-tech cell. But I am lucky my parents bust their ass to take care of me. I know it's hard for them.
Did you see that poster on
They're
the wall?
grateful you're here with them.
Right. Especially when they can't even take a walk alone. Sometimes I act like a total teenage brat just to give them an excuse to yell at me. Pathetic, I know.
Chloe, you're a great daughter. You're kind and sensitive when you don't even have to be.
Trust me, I still get my rage on. Especially when a nurse has to watch while I take a dump so she can wipe my bum. Or when doctors flip me around like I was a science doll.
I can't even imagine. But you're still amazing. You always have been since we were kids.
Thanks again for coming, Max. I, need to get my drink on. Can you bring me some water?
Can you bring me some water and maybe take half an hour doing it? Because you're gonna look at every object in the room. Where's that water at?
Oh man. She has to use that ventilator just to breathe. At least Chloe doesn't weigh that much. I'm glad I took this photo. Chloe has a new memory of William and her together.
Yeah, but taking that photo, like, are you really, like, actually glad that you did? Because, hold on, I want to check. Oh, I have messages. Hey, Max, it's a shame you hang out with those people. I thought you were different. Okay, so Alyssa and I are on different sides of the Vortex Club void now. God, I don't even want to read Nathan's. There's Chloe. Hey Max, this is William. If you want to contact Chloe, you can use this number. She'd love to hear from you. Chloe. Maxine here. So I got in touch with her right away. Max is back. We can hang out. Yes, this is still my number. Got a lot of homework. So they're like, she got in touch with her immediately instead of like leaving it for a long time. I wonder if, see, we didn't make that choice, and this Max didn't either. Like it's again very much doing the Steins Gate thing where I feel like we've stepped in to somebody else's sort of universe without getting to fill in the difference. You know, like there are choices that the game is about choice, and there's choices that we didn't make. All right. Avoiding homework. I told you I'd help you out. You never let me help. Sad smiley. Okay, drama, stop. And you helped me by caring. I scored that killer bud from you-know-who. Save me a bat. Wow. God, it's so weird. Yeah, it's like playing a different... We're a different character now. Yeah, also, yeah, check the gap. So, 2003... Where's that? No, that's not the year. That's the date, right? So, March 27th. So, 5 months we didn't talk to her. Alright, Taylor. Thanks for taking me to see my mom. I think she wants you for a daughter instead of me. So this was pretty recent. Alright. Happy birthday, Maxine. It's your mom. When you talk about some of your bills, are you there? Can you just answer? I can't text in every class. We're wondering why you need to spend so much. You want you to have everything you need, but your scholarship doesn't cover everything. You said I could use your credit card when I needed it. I only bought film, not a camera. Maybe it's time to go digital. That's what we've been saying the whole time. So I'm gonna point out who we're missing messages from. There's no Kate on this list. Yo, Max, you around? In the dark room, developing shots for the contest. So no two. Nathan. I'm gonna check. Oh yeah, the diary is different too. There's like only one page in it. September 4th, so much to do. Wish I could slow down time, especially to register all the cool things that have happened since I'm back in Arcadia. Blackwell rules. September 21st, I'm older, and thanks to Vic and Nathan, I'm a bit more fashionable too. They surprised me with the most beautiful straw pork pie hat, wrapped up Froschke style. Best birthday party ever, also drunkest. I can't sleep. Hey dear diary, remember me? Busy Max, busy, can't right now, must shoot, must live, must befriend, should rekindle with Chloe too. But must vortex first. Party time. So, yeah, I mean, we've changed, right? And this is cool too, because a lot of the time travel is like, you're exactly the same, and you get replanted. So maybe between the last one and this one, like, I'm curious about how much Max actually knows about, like, are we the only ones that remember the time travel or the change? Or not, right? Maybe Max doesn't even remember. Oh god, that's... Wow. So maybe that's the thing, right? Is like, remember I said at the beginning, I was like, it's interesting that they're not showing they're not showing Max freaking out because maybe she doesn't know to freak out. Maybe we've seen a jump and we're not controlling. Maybe we're playing Negamax, as chat just said. I mean, maybe not. This is just my theory, but it feels like that. There was some surprise in the last one and in the flashback, but none of this is like what happened. I'm curious. We'll play to find out, right? So this stuff is mostly the same. Let's see. Yeah, I guess she asked about Rachel Amber, so maybe she does know. She's just doing a good job hiding it. Cool. Okay, well let's find out. Let's keep playing. The game will tell us.
Does Chloe look at the garden and think about her childhood?
Maybe
she
she's
can't even
maybe
feel
she's
the grass.
Shocked. Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll see.
That's a serious heat lamp.
Right, and the Hella thing was a test. It does seem though like we're missing some space. There's some time where we didn't have control.
Hello, Chloe. She likes fluffy animals now. Oh, the snow dough.
There we go. Okay, cool.
I guess not everything changed. Snow globes are taking over. I still can't believe I put Chloe in that chair.
Yeah, there you go. So we do remember. We just have been keeping
Max, it is so cool.
keeping a handle on it. Okay.
I'm glad. Chloe's message board since the accident sure looks lonely. I didn't add much. Bad, Max. It's nice my parents sent a card at least.
Chloe, you know we love you in your inner hearts and thoughts. We hope to see your smiling face soon. Please be well. Ryan and Vanessa Caulfield.
I wonder who this is. Kind of a generic card.
Dear Chloe, I'm so sorry for what happened. Know that I'm here for you if you need anything. I hope you feel better and hope to see you again soon. XOXO Megan.
I wasn't very available to Chloe. Real nice.
Chloe, just thought I'd drop you a quick note to let you know I'm thinking about you. I feel so lame writing shit like, I hope you're well, etc. I know your life is different now and I don't want that to get in the way of our friendship. Yes, I haven't been around lately, but that'll change soon. I hope you are well. Love, Max.
At least I sent road trip selfies to Chloe. I'm sure that made her feel great.
It's a cute picture. But also, is that the same hot dog? Yeah, it totally is. Weird. Little sausage person.
Man, Joyce and William built a whole new bathroom for Chloe. They're so great. I should offer to put makeup on for Chloe. Not that I can, but it would be fun.
Look at that Faith poster is interesting, because we never saw anything like that in their house before.
That is so incredible. And she can browse cat videos on the web. There's the old Chloe. Whoa, Chloe can totally control her computer. It's so great people get this high-tech help. Chloe is still a punk at heart. But she can't stage dive anymore.
Lopan's eyes. The Black Attic.
That's so cool that Chloe has made friends online.
irc.hotwheelschatroom.com. Scott Bakula does rule. Okay, sorry, Chloe. I should get around to this.
Drink up, Buttercup.
Was that like the cup empty?
Oh man. No wonder my throat is dry. I don't think I've talked this much the whole year.
Have you ever thought about doing a podcast or something?
I wish I could punch your face right now. A podcast? Dude, I am a pod in a cast. Boring.
Ouch. It was just a thought.
I know you're just trying to help.
I am a pod.
Yeah, that's
in a
become a
cast.
bad habit of mine.
You sound like an adult now. It seems like we were kids in another life.
What do you remember about us as kids? We all have.
Chloe,
different
help me
memories.
fill in
I
my
think about
missing
us as little
memories.
pirates running and jumping through Arcadia Bay.
Me too. But we're still pirates in our own way.
Yeah, right. Check me out, Chloe of the Caribbean. No way will I get on a fucking boat now. Unless you're with me. As you can see, I can't keep all my other friends away.
You have me. I'm not leaving you, Chloe.
Well, you didn't visit me a lot either. I mean, I loved your cards and photos, but...
I know I wasn't around much. No excuses, I'm a loser.
Yeah, that's not really fair.
I am trying to make things right.
How?
So that's the second time she
Dude,
said
you're not
that.
Super Max. And I'm not trying to guilt trip you. That's what my parents are for.
Are they okay? I mean, are they still happy together and everything?
So now you're Dr. Bill? I guess they're good, considering they have to deal with me.
Can I rewind? Do I
They
still have
laugh and hold
powers?
hands. And I hope they still get busy, too.
I think Joyce and William are incredible.
Max, the accident has been so hard on them. Our insurance sucks, and the medical bills are fucking insane.
I bet. This tech must be crazy expensive.
Along with the drugs, the nurses, the supplies. Mom and Dad are always broke, and they get so frustrated. Is it worth it?
Chloe, you're priceless. No pun intended.
You are such a geek. That's why I love you. Of course, I know a geek when I be one. See, I'm practically a human entertainment system.
Ah, yes,
It would
the
be sweet
HES.
to chill out together and watch a movie like when you'd spend the night at my house.
What do you want to watch?
I think I'm in like a mellow Blade Runner mood. I
Yeah,
always cry at the end.
me too.
Plus, you know I always wanted to have cool colored bangs like Pris.
I know. You would look incredible with blue hair. Now let's get this show on the road. And you better not fall asleep on me like you always do when we watch movies.
I remember, Max. Swear I won't fall asleep. Not when you're here. Not yet.
All these memories,
That must be her
Lost.
mighty morphine machine.
like tears
No more bongs for her.
in rain.
Thanks. I think you missed a grain stuck in my eyeball.
Hard to believe how just a little sand can cause such a big mess.
It's like that Chinese proverb. A spark can start a fire that burns the entire prairie. You know, like the butterfly thing.
So I've heard.
Yeah, so I've heard. I don't know anything about that in my own personal experience at all. Nope.
Nothing but medical supplies. She has to use a lot of lotion to keep her blood circulating.
Many items. Looking for a Blade Runner DVD. Oh yeah, here we go.
Ah, here's the DVD. Oh my god. I made that mix for her when we were 12.
Pirate Power! Oh, the Pirate Power mix. That's pretty cool. Alright, any other objects? Any other objet? Alright.
You're really my only friend who kept in touch.
Now we have a movie night.
I like their sort of general approximation of the beginning of Blade Runner. Like without actually using the sound from Blade Runner. So parallels now to the last episode, after the whole swimming pool caper, with them kind of like waking up in Chloe's room together. Obviously, like a scene parallel, but the
I cannot believe you fell asleep so fast. How dare you?
I know you were beat down after the day with me, and Blade Runner is a pretty dreamy movie to watch at night. Do you think Deckard is a replicant? Sorry, I can see you're not wide awake like me.
No, I'm sorry I crashed so hard. Were you okay?
So, why do you think they chose Blade Runner to be the movie here? Like, it's not just because they're nerds.
You are
like,
a bitch in the morning.
It's the company I keep.
The themes of the movie, obviously, like, they chose it to say something about what we're experiencing
Yesterday
right now.
was such a blast.
It was great seeing you.
I know things were different when we were just dorky kids, but being with you made me feel like when we were little pirates, jumping and running through the forests again. It meant a lot to me just to chill out with you and bullshit.
Right, because Blade Runner is all about memory and what's real and what's not.
Can you
about having a limited amount of time
my morphine injector in the bathroom?
your life.
Morphine injector?
It's total Star Trek shit. You can't even see the needle. Seriously, I need it. My parents keep the swag upstairs because they think I can't get to it. But you can, Max. Like a pirate, right?
I'm on it, Chloe.
Alright, so now we get to see the rest of the house.
This insurance is worthless.
I'm gonna go... 1 second, I just want to check something. I think I missed something when I was here. Oh, hi Victoria. Max, are we cool? Just want to make sure since you walked away so fast. Nathan was worried too. If you're mad, just tell me, Kay. If you want to talk, my door is open. Aw, she's so, like, the opposite of how she was. Like, so unassured and, like, afraid.
Wowzer.
Here we go.
Chloe was a straight A student. She could have gone to any college. Gutless bastard. I am so glad Chloe stole your bullshit fund. Even if it wasn't another reality.
Blackwell Academy, 8th of August, 2011. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Price, as principal, I'm sympathy with your numerous requests for Chloe's special needs in regard to her wheelchair and class accessibility. Blackwell prides itself on making sure students with disabilities receive full compliance under the Americans with Disabilities Act. However, given that the campus and buildings have all been constructed pre-1977, our school has not yet undergone the modern renovations necessary to fulfill all the needs of your daughter in her regrettable condition. With recent deplorable federal cuts in education, it'll take many more fundraisers to fully update Blackwell Academy. But that day will come. Chloe is no doubt an amazing student with great potential, despite her handicap, and I believe she would find a more fitting, rewarding scholastic environment at the Herbert West Miskatonic Institute in Bolton. Herbert West... boy. You should just go to Reanimator Academy. No problem. Whatever. So, for those of you who are not familiar, Miskatonic is a H.P. Lovecraft reference. Herbert West is the reanimator who brings dead bodies back to life. They have a rich legacy. Also, I thought this was a private school. They have a rich legacy of disabled graduates. A rich legacy of disabled graduates. Wow. Microaggressions. I know Chloe would achieve her usual academic leadership in more comfortable surroundings. With her outstanding GPA, there's no doubt that Miskatonic would welcome Chloe to her open halls. I hope you'll seriously consider this suggestion, as I'm sure your daughter would prefer to attend a school that can cater to her many needs. She can be carried around by deep ones. In the same spirit, I've enclosed brochure for other potential schools in the Oregon region. Please fuck off and stop bothering us. Principal Wells. Miskatonic University.
Despite everything, they're still a happy family again.
I mean, yes, her dad didn't die.
It's cool that in this reality, Chloe really loves skating too.
Poser alert, Boards magazine. Alright, dude, I'll go get your drugs. I'm sorry. Sorry, that's a bullshit move on my part.
Ooh, wonderful.
So, like, that letter was full of little, like, microaggressions towards disabled people by... Like,
This is
he
just
talked
for
down
Chloe's
about her the
basic
whole
supplies.
letter. Oh, boy. Overdue. 9 grand. Yeah. So there's another Pacific Northwest reference. Cronenberg Medical Supplies. Interesting, and I talked about this at the end of the last episode, the comparison between, like, taking the handicap fund and then the game blindsiding us with, like, Chloe being handicapped. I don't think that they had any effect on one another. I think that those are two separate choices, but there's a theme and the kind of, like, leaning into it.
Bonjour. That's great they finally went to Paris.
We have to take a third job.
Wait, why was there a... Oh, because I learned something.
Bonjour. That's
Okay.
great they finally went to Paris.
Bonjour. So no wine stain on the floor that I can see, or is that it there? No, yeah, no stain on the floor. So I guess that little party never happened.
They gave Chloe their giant expensive HD TV, and they use her shitty tube television. To think that our destiny is linked to goddamn car keys.
Who's that guy? So this game is a little, like, American-centric. I mean, it's set in America, so no shit. But there's going to be, I think, probably more stuff, especially in the following conversation, about healthcare and how healthcare works from a very, like, American point of view. In America, if you don't have insurance...
Bills never end.
If you don't have insurance to pay for your medical bills, you can't get the treatment that you need. Or you get the treatment and then you go into massive debt. And end up having to foreclose your house. This is why a lot of homeless people are struggling with disability or addiction, because they don't have that system to set up to protect them, to help them. In more social countries with socialized medicine, the government is responsible for managing that, and we still pay for it. Like in Canada, I still pay insurance, but I pay it to the government. And the things that we pay for, things that are covered, are different than in North America. And the country that you're in might also be different. So keep an open mind that this, if it doesn't make sense, this is set in North America, set in America, and the way that healthcare works is a little bit different than in
you are screwed.
in some countries. Just something to kind of think about.
No, I don't think Joyce is...
These whales are just a preview of the tornado to come. And the Prescott Foundation? Jesus.
Arcadia Bay Beacon, beached angels, looking for the whales. Whereas the shores of Arcadia Bay once acted as a lovely gateway to the Pacific and beyond, now locals and tourists face a sad, surreal image of gray whales that inexplicably swam to land and to their doom. The whale pods were spotted early morning on Wednesday, October 9th, and within a few hours, at least half a dozen were dead or dying on the shore. Smartphone footage does not reveal any unusual ocean condition or excessive pollution. Meanwhile, ecologists and marine biologists from all across the country are carefully studying samples from the whales and their environment. The Prescott Foundation has vowed to provide extra research funds given the local scope of this eco-mystery.
Rachel Amber is even missing in this reality. I guess I can't change everything.
Rachel Amber is the dark the center of the vortex. Like, because she's been mythologized so much, and because everyone cares about her so much, I can't help but put her sort of at the center of the weird storm. Blackwell honor student Rachel, plus the episode is called The Dark Room, and the whole thing about Rachel in the dark room. Blackwell honor student Rachel Amber has not been seen for over 6 months. Yet her family and friends... Excuse me. Family and friends have only intensified the search for the 18-year-old Arcadia Bay resident. Police and FBI have few leads and little information on the case, which has caught the interest of national reality show Where Did They Go? The Amber family has offered a reward for any information leading to the whereabouts of their daughter. So the investigation is still going on, whereas in the original timeline, it had been abandoned for some reason. I'm curious if this is gonna stay like tightly knit, sort of like personal occult mystery, or if it's gonna expand and there's gonna be some kind of like larger conspiracy.
Choice is a food coupon boss.
Oh, Nyam Nyam sausage. For free. Hook, line, sinker, ass-kicking robot leg. Huh. Thanks, Kyron. All right, we'll stop and talk to Dad. Cookies.
No change to spare anymore. Now it's back to cookies.
Yeah, that was their travel fund in the last one.
Hey, William. Am I bothering you?
Why, yes, Max. I love going through bills. Kidding. How can you bother me? I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. You look exactly the same. It's so cool.
Good. Or I'd be scared if I didn't look like me. Of course, you seem more adult now.
He hit max level very
So
early
what's on your mind?
So you finally made it to Paris.
Oui, as they say. Not me, because I can't speak French. But it was a great experience.
I really like him. He's a nice
especially
guy.
for Chloe.
I can see her loving it there. You guys rock for going on a family adventure like that.
She talked about going to school there. But that's not practical anymore. It's not fair, Max.
So that's an interesting thing. Something that I think I like about William is that he treats Max, treats her like an adult and not like a kid. Like he just expressed vulnerability, right? Like he said, like, "Oh, it's not fair, Max," instead of pretending to be like tough dad. I also think that Max's voice acting is really good in this. I'm super impressed and have been all the way through. Her sense of sort of hesitance feels really real to me.
I was impressed by Chloe's room and all the high-tech equipment.
You should be. We could buy a few mansions for what it all costs. Insurance helps, but I don't know, Max.
I know it must be hard on you guys, financially.
These bills are more like crushing. We have to mortgage our home, and that's pretty scary. But we'll get through it. Price is always right. Get it? No?
Being around you and Joyce again is so nostalgic.
Very old school, as they say. I think it's great for Chloe to see you. Makes Joyce happy, too. So, it's not all bad news in Arcadia Bay. Or is it?
I was reading about that missing girl, Rachel Amber.
Oh, yeah, she went to Blackwell, right? Oh, poor thing. That's a real nightmare for a family. I get scared thinking about Chloe and that we might lose her someday.
Yeah, he's such a dad. That's so funny.
The Prescott family might be bad news. What do you think about them?
Evil. Next question.
Sounds like you know them well.
More than I want to. But Joyce has to work for those greedy bastards at Pan Estates. I don't even like to think about it.
She doesn't work at the Two Whales, I guess?
What do you think is going on with all of this crazy weather and animals dying?
Nobody knows, right? It is Nostradamus type shit, pardon my French. But all I actually care about now is Chloe and Joyce. My family.
I don't know how to say this, but I'm truly sorry about what happened to Chloe.
Me too. All it takes is a few minutes to change a girl's whole life. But she's alive. She's been a trooper.
So here's an interesting choice. I can make this about me, or I can make it about him.
She is amazing.
For him.
I'm so glad you're here to help her. And be her father.
I'm so glad Joyce is here to help us both. Max, I just hate to think of what would happen to Chloe if I wasn't here.
William, I just want you to know that whatever happens, I'll always be here for Chloe. Always.
I know you will, Max.
I have to go see if Chloe needs anything. It was so great talking with you again.
You act like it's the last time. And please, keep me from these bills whenever you want.
They might get their own home taken away because of medical bills. That's terrible.
Dear Mr. Price, this letter is to notify you are in default to your payment obligations on your home loan account 783. This current account holds the amount of $12,000 payable by August 1st, 2013. This amount has been overdue since March 1st, 2009. You have ignored multiple requests to make a payment or reconsolidate your debt. Unless the full amount of $12,000 is received within 15 days, we must begin the foreclosure process in your home. We've given you more than adequate notice on this issue and have no other options left. Best, Donald Clamp Lenders. Donald Clamp. Okay, there's a lot of very heavy-handed referencing going on in this particular episode.
Joyce and William never had a garage sale before.
Furniture, clothing, kitchenware.
They're drowning in debt just to take care of their daughter.
Happy credit
Such
card.
bullshit.
Joint account has been closed and now 6 months overdue. $3,458. What? What? Recent state and federal cuts. We inform you that your health insurance no longer covers Chloe's physical rehab. $12.50 a week. Oh, God.
Insurance is worthless.
That's a lot. Like, not a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot of, like, pressure for a family. Like,
Apparently the only thing that hasn't changed is this view.
people talk about the innate or unquestionable value of human life, right? Where it's like, well, a person's life is worth any cost. But then the practical measure of it is, you know, how do you get through a situation like this? And like, to what end do you go to, like, make sure that someone who is in a situation like Chloe is like comfortable and living like a healthy life?
It's all about you, Arcadia Bay, isn't it?
So this is where the blue dye was.
How's it going, Time Tripper? Funny. I think I look older. Nothing here. It's cool that Chloe uses natural medicine too. The bathroom looks almost the same. Just more medicine. Here it is. I never thought I'd be delivering morphine to my best friend.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out that Rachel Amber.
Chloe's door doesn't have a warning
that
anymore.
Rachel Amber is Pazuzu and is at the center of all this time wobbling. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but like, it makes sense for a game about photography, or that has photography as a key element. But the lighting and the use of color in the game is quite good. I've noticed that a few times.
Too bad Joyce and William can't get any help from the Prescott Foundation.
Dear Joyce, thank you for keeping me updated on Chloe's condition. I can only imagine the struggle you and William are going through. I'm so sorry that I can't help you with a loan at this time. Like everyone else, I'm underwater with my own medical bills. Please give Chloe a hug and my best wishes. Love, Aunt Dorothy. Now, I've never personally... I know people who have, like, chronic illness, who need, you know, medication. Mental health is expensive, too. I know people that, you know, need medication for that. And I feel like... I don't know, I feel like I'm very detached from this experience, but I think that we can all kind of understand what it's like to be in a situation where someone that we really care about is in they're basically struggling with the reality of human frailty, right? That
They bought crutches for Chloe. hoping she might walk again.
You're a person with like thoughts and feelings trapped in a prison of meat, you know? And for most of us, we're lucky enough that our meat prison functions
Toys?
in a way that's
I kind of want to open this and see
safe
what's in
for
here.
us. That's okay, that we can move around the world
Shoes.
without being too
Chloe always did love stomping around in her boots.
held back. But that's not true of everybody, right? And so it's interesting that this game it's gone in that direction, that we're able to kind of like look through that stuff.
I never heard much about William's brother.
Hey Bill. Sorry for not staying in touch since the accident. Work's been piling up and I'm being sent to Salt Lake City to oversee a new parking lot. You have to go where the work is these days. Wish I could have sent you a bigger check, but you know the story. Money's nobody's favorite thing. Maybe I'll see you next spring for a visit. Kiss Chloe and Joyce for me. Hang in there, Billy. Your brother, Aaron.
I'm still overwhelmed by this new reality.
Yeah. It's pretty
And
different.
I feel so guilty for putting Chloe and her family through this. I could give Chloe the choice of keeping William alive, but that would be cruel. But then I see that they're a family again, and who am I to judge?
You know, that's the question we had before. You know, is it, from our perspective, is it better for Chloe to be with her dad in this situation, or to be without her dad and to be, you know, able to walk around and...
I guess we stopped growing up together.
Yeah, it's all just Chloe.
At least we never had to hide from step-douche. A blue butterfly? I'm sure this is a total coincidence.
No, it's a sign from Pazuzu. Alright, let's go and deliver the morphine.
I definitely have to take a third job.
Oof. Hey, sorry that took so long. I got caught up being a player character.
That must be her mighty morphine machine.
Finally.
No more bongs for
Give
her.
her the blue pill.
I'm sorry. I'm nosy, but not precise.
Go ahead and plug it right in. It's so easy. And painless.
Okay, but get ready to yell for your folks if I screw up.
Oh, trust me. I will.
I feel like administering morphine to someone when you don't know how is an incredibly
Of course, my
dangerous thing
pain
to
just
do.
keeps getting worse. But you caught me on a good day. Max, I'm so grateful that I'm even able to hang out with you. See, I'm getting mushy. I'm already high.
You're so adorable. Do you want anything else?
Stop me if I'm being too emo, but can you grab one of the photo albums over there? I'd like to check out some old pictures of us when we were kids.
Oh, so evidently Joyce was
Please.
upstairs and I
My
missed her.
diary is like emo ground zero. Plus, Max Caulfield does not pass up a photo op with Chloe Price. Ever.
I wonder if I can go back up. It's probably too late now. Oh no. Okay, let's go see if we can talk to Joyce. Can I go back upstairs? Oh no, I can't go back upstairs. Okay, so there's a conversation with Joyce here, and if you're doing your own playthrough,
damn,
you
Bill's
can catch it
never
there. Okay, so she wants photo albums. Where did she say those were? I have to get the photo album. I know, but where is it? Oh, it's over here. Okay.
So Chloe has her own photo album. This
should give us a little insight into what's been going on in this reality.
Is that okay?
Perfect. Oh my god, look how little we are there. We look like toys.
I remember that day by the lighthouse.
My dad was pissed at us. He actually tried to give us a timeout.
And you laughed at him. My dad would have banished me.
Whoa, awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
We should have taken over Arcadia Bay when we had the chance.
There's still time for you.
That's really sad.
Oh man, there we are making pancakes. I love that shot of us. It's hard to believe my dad took that picture only 5 years ago.
Literally seems like yesterday.
Yeah, I can't imagine why it would
I wish
seem
it
like
was.
yesterday.
Me too. This photo.
Yeah. We have to go
Maybe
back.
I could...
Listen, Max. My respiratory system is failing, and it's only getting worse. I've heard the doctors talking about it when they thought I was zonked out. So, I know I'm just putting off the inevitable while my parents suffer along, and I will too. This isn't how I want things to end.
What? What are you saying?
I'm saying that being with you again has been so special. I just wanted to feel like when we were kids running around Arcadia Bay and everything was possible, and you made me feel that way today. I want this time with you to be my last memory. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
All you have to do is crank up the IV to 11.
I don't even know how that's like supposed to. I don't know how I'm even supposed to answer that. Like, obviously, like, God, this is such a complex issue. So I guess the question here that the game is asking, and a question that people ask themselves a lot, is like, who gets to decide when a person's life is over? It's a bullshit move for Chloe to put that on Max, but also like Chloe can't do it for herself. Plus, yeah, you can't, like, she just took morphine. She's high, right? Like, obviously, it's not an okay thing for me to do. I'm not gonna do it, but I feel like I respect the choice a person has to decide when they're done being alive. But it brings up all these other questions about, like, once you're dead, once you are gone from the world, the people that cared about you are the ones that have to deal with it. So you need their consent, and this is what makes this whole issue so, like, tangled.
Chloe, I really don't know if I can do this. I had another friend who wanted to end it all, and I did everything I could to try and save her life. How can I be responsible for ending yours? I mean, there's gotta be another way.
Max, you were there for your friend, no matter what. Now I'm asking you to help me the same way.
I want to help you, Chloe, but I think my help is hurting.
At least you have a choice. When you want to make a decision, you can just do it. Look at me. I'm at the mercy of everybody. For once, I want to make my own choice. The most important one of my life. Please. Help me, Max.
Jesus Christ. So here's the thing, like, according to the law, and someone in chat was pointing this out, in Oregon, medically assisted suicide is, like, technically within the bounds of the law, but it has to be, like, a physician, and if Max did this, it's... I mean, it's technically murder, right? Or manslaughter, or whatever. I don't know, I'm not a lawyer. But on top of all of that, the ethical, like, position that Chloe is putting you in is so harsh. Fuck. I mean, I don't think I can't do it. Like,
Chloe.
and not because I, like, value human life in some magical way, but, like, I just feel like...
It wrecks me to see you in any
it's not
pain,
a thing.
but I don't have any right to do this.
I'm an adult. I'm giving you the right.
But Joyce and William...
I already said my goodbyes to them, but they won't honor my wishes. You will, right?
I can't kill you with an overdose.
Max, I'm dying from my illness, not my dosage. This accelerates the process. I'd rather go out on a wave than a rock. And I want my best friend to help me out.
I am going to help you,
So
but
the
not
whale,
like
that line
have
pulls
to
the, like, whale
believe me,
parallel
Chloe.
together, right?
Why, Max? You're just bailing on me, like everybody else. Why don't you go now?
Oh, that's heavy.
You've been wanting to since you got here, right? So go and don't come back.
Chloe, I am never leaving you again. I'm sorry, William.
So I guess the idea here is that we trade William for Chloe. Which is sort of what I thought the original intent was.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
I hope the flash didn't scare you, Max. This is a keeper. Hello? Hey, honey. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please. Aha! You can't hide from me forever. And no Chloe and Max wine tasting session.
Dad.
Don't blow it, because tonight your mother promised to make us a world-famous salmon surprise with chocolate cake for dessert. Max, you'll be here too, right?
She's never leaving me.
That makes all of us.
This is why people shouldn't be given control over causality. Because
Max,
now
you
it
are
goes
being
from
so fucking strange. Like you're never gonna see us again.
Goes from being a
Chloe,
random tragedy to
I'm
being
so
a
sorry.
human choice about whose
I
life
tried to make things different for
to
you.
end.
I did try. I'm sorry.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but come on. You have made things different, like my whole life. You're my best friend. I've got you and a great family. What's to be sorry for? We'll be best friends forever. And when we grow up, we're taking over the world.
Listen, whatever happens, I want you to be strong. Even if you feel like I wasn't there for you. Because I will never abandon you, Chloe. I'll always have your back. Always.
So by burning the photograph, we've put ourselves in a position where we can't go back to that moment because the photo never existed. Right, and this becomes the wedding photo. I love how Rachel Amber is blurry in that photo. Can't take a picture of Pazuzu. That's a good point. So, is this the original timeline? Or are we in some third...
Chloe, you're back.
Some third, slightly modified
Whoa,
version?
whoa, down, Max. You get one kiss, now you're all over me?
I'm so glad you're here.
You sound high, but thanks for the morning grope. Since we were up all night playing CSI Arcadia Bay, I was still spaced out here trying to put all this info together. Max, did you forget we've gone over this? I hope you weren't messing around with time while I was sleeping.
Not anymore. I'm just spaced out too.
Welcome back to the real world, Max. I don't think I can ever tell Chloe about what happened.
You'll need a break. I need a little bit of a break. Let's take a couple minutes. I'm gonna grab a glass of water and we'll come back and we'll pick up where we left off in the original timeline. Thanks for toughing that out with me, everybody. We'll see you in just a bit.